Hello out there, my Facebook friends, clients, and the like. It's Jonathan Bengal here, and it is Tax Update 3.0, also called Delayed Satisfaction. So it turns out that the Internal Revenue Service has issued us a ruling. It's called an IRS Notice 2020-17 for you tax nerds out there. This basically announces how the payment, if you owe the government money, is extended to July 15th. Yes, July 15th. Now, this is interesting. So from the mouth of the Orange Cheeto, he said himself that essentially the president directs today, Munchkin, is that his name? Munchkin, like a little munchkin? I don't know. There's a Mukin? I don't know. This dude. Anyways, this is what he says. At the president's direction, they're moving tax day from April 15th to July 15th. All taxpayers and businesses will have this additional time to file and make payments without interest and penalties. Now, this is kind of interesting because you've got July 15th now as also the official filing deadline to get your tax returns into the government. Now, what I'm going to tell you right now is, as a tax professional and all my other tax professional buddies out there, the last thing we want to do is extend this out any further than we have to. And I know you as taxpayers don't want to extend this out any further than you do either. So what we've done here on my firm anyways is we've continued to place a hard April 15th deadline. Because here's the truth, you don't want to have us sit here and basically twiddle our thumbs and pull this all the way out to July 15th. So what can you do? You can help your tax professionals by just pretending as if the deadline is April 15th. But here's the big but. The good news is that it is officially delayed until July 15th. So you see, it turns out that satisfaction doesn't have to be just one way. It can be two ways. And in this case, the government is delaying payment. If you owe them money to July 15th, they're also delaying filing for tax returns. Now, what is not clear, and this is the problem when one speaks without thinking, is what does this mean by businesses will have additional time? Does this mean it's 941s for payroll reports? Does this mean for estimated tax payments? What does that also mean? So as that comes up, as we get further guidance, we'll let you guys know and keep you abreast. Now, let's see, what else can we tell you? We don't know all the answers yet. We just know we have a bill. We know we have an interpretation or announcement, and more will come. So I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm going to keep you abreast as we find out more information. Now, here's another thing, by the way, before I forget. SBA loans right now are removing a lot of restrictions to qualify. You have to be in an affected area to have this effectively to work with you. So case in point, one of my clients living in the southern part of Arizona went to go and apply because they are directly affected by the coronavirus. We're talking the travel industry, the hotel industry, anything that does with tourism is drying up left and right. My clients are in this field. They're feeling the effects already. They already are emailing us and telling us that they're letting people, they're refunding back people's stay with them. So we all know this is a trickle-down effect. It's all going to eventually trickle its way down and affect us all. So what we did is we said, check it out. Go to the SBA. I'll see if I can get a link on here eventually to the SBA because they're changing the rules as regards to coronavirus. Now, what's good about this is you're going to be able to apply for some money to help you to pull through these hard times because they're coming. For some of us, they're already here. For some of us, we're still going, I don't know what hard times you're talking about. The truth of the matter is it's all happening really fast, really quick. So here's the story. My client goes to apply for the SBA loan, and would you believe it? You've got to be in a distressed area already affected. So your state, this county in particular, has to declare a state of emergency for you to start qualifying for those SBA changes. So if you are here living in Maricopa County, we know for a fact that we are in an emergency declared area now. The SBA loans should work for you to apply and get you some cash. Now, speaking of money, Uncle Sam is so gracious that he's basically saying, what else can we do to infuse cash into the economy, aka to you, the consumer, so you can keep buying? So one thing that they're changing up with, we got word today, is that there is some look back periods, because only in taxes can I go backwards in time and may be able to use some of the losses that occurred because of the down crashing, or not crashing, I shouldn't say those words, drastically decreasing. How's that? And so because of all that fun stuff, the government is looking at ways in which to infuse more cash, meaning we might be able to look backwards in time to recoup some of these and utilize some of these losses that are happening now to go backwards to get you more money back, aka refunds from the government. Speaking of refunds, small funny fact, you have 3 years from the time that you're trying to apply for a refund. Statute of limitations is 3 years from the year in which you were supposed to file your taxes. You have 3 years thereafter to claim a refund. Otherwise, toodles noodles. So with that being said, look back period, we don't know the exact dates. We don't know exactly how far back. There's lots of things we're missing, but just know that Uncle Sam behind the scenes is actually working to help us work with you guys to give you more information. So with that being said, even Uncle Sam knows that delayed satisfaction sometimes is a good thing for both parties, and they're willing to delay their own satisfaction in an attempt to help us for sure. So with that being said, bonjour Lisa, it's good to see you on here. And I hope Canada is doing okay through all of this craziness. And here's another thing I want to just throw out there, and that is that starting next week, we're going to start launching Q&A sessions with basically call it wine and QA with JB at Naked Tax Talk. I want to just talk about what is going on, some ideas we can share with each other, entrepreneurs specifically, even taxpayers. Like, what are we doing to take action? What are we doing to remind our bosses that if they're going to lay us off, that there could be a provision? There is a provision in the law that's allowing for tax credits. You see, the power of knowledge is informing sometimes your employer. Just saying. So nonetheless, I want to have a Q&A session. I want to sit down. I want to have you guys ask some questions. I'm learning as you're learning. And as they always say, we're always one step ahead of the game. As a certified tax planner, certified tax coach, IRS enrolled agent, basically a badass tax consultant, you just know that I'm in the forefront watching out for you guys. As information comes out to us through these pesky little procedural rulings and IRS issued notices and all of the fun stuff that you guys don't see, we will help to disseminate that, turn it into plain language, and then we can just get that information out to you guys. One last thought, I want to just share this out, is if you are, in fact, have always rented an office space, but you're now forced to stay home in forced shelter, stay shelter, or whatever they're calling it, and you are an S corporation or a C corporation, there are ways in which we can reimburse you for staying in your home and having to operate your company now out of your home. And so if you'd like to know more about that, let's get naked at nakedtaxtalk.com. If you've been enjoying what I'm chit-chatting about right now, right here, then let's get naked at nakedtaxtalk.com. And yeah, so we'll keep this ever evolving. I wish everyone out there best of luck. And just remember a couple of things. SBA, you got to be in an affected area, county related. Client just found that out the hard way. Number two, shit's hitting the fan. And our job is to find ways to stay alive and make this work. And number three is Uncle Sam is all about delayed satisfaction sometimes. So if he's willing to delay, so are we. So with that being said, I'm Jonathan Bengal here, host at Naked Tax Talk Raw. By the way, if you guys are watching and you are interested in just hopping on here and chit-chatting with me and being a guest, I'm always looking for people. Shoot me a message. Let's get naked at nakedtaxtalk.com. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the alert buttons, all out of the buttons and more buttons. And until then, maybe I'll show my nips. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Maybe it's a bye. I don't know. Just